Welcome to Exploring This Life. This is Season 1, Episode 11, and today I'm going to be hiking up Mt Davidson with our friend Ed. In order to get to a good place to be able to park and begin walking, we have to drive around the mountain behind Virginia City and Gold Hill, and we're going to be quite a ways above both towns, and in a moment we're going to stop and take a look at one of the trains that runs from Carson City to Virginia City. Love that sound.
There's the choo-choo.
Trying to zoom. I love the sound of that train when I'm in the building.
They don't burn wood or coal, it's an oil burner.
It's got good video, like it looks good because I zoomed in with it. Let me zoom back in. That was Gold Hill that was sitting between us and the train, and that used to, in the mining boom in the 1800s, have thousands of people that lived and worked there. And it's hard to imagine now that that small space had so many structures and mines. And one of the things that isn't often known unless you visited Virginia City is that Mark Twain used to live in Virginia City, and he did a lot of his writing about Nevada and from this area. We weren't expecting it, but we met and passed a lot of traffic on our way around the backside of the mountain.
Let's see what we got here.
Can you get by them? Yes,
yeah.
you can.
Yeah. Yo. All right. I'm gonna sit now, so you guys can take your train and go.
All right, thanks. Let them know.
Definitely. I'm waiting on you.
A little bit of history about Mt Davidson. Originally, it was called Sun Mountain, and it is the highest mountain in Story County, and it is also the highest mountain in the Virginia mountain range. And it is now named after a geologist, Donald Davidson. One of my favorite things about Nevada is the wild horses, and you can see bands of them pretty much wherever you drive around on the back roads. And in fact, one of the herds comes into our front yard, which is in like a subdivision. Yeah. This is a flock of sheep on the backside of Mount Davidson, and they are being used to eat the sagebrush and other brush to help prevent the fires that happen around here. We've stopped a little way down from where we're going to hike up to the flagpoles, but we wanted to get a good look at the overview of Virginia City from this vantage point. Across the way there is a ridge of mountains, and that is Raw Peak, where we were when we did the Como mine video. So we're on the opposite side. I took a video from on that side over to here.
This is probably the highest peak in the area. What you're looking at now is a distant view of Virginia City, Nevada, which is an old gold mining town, still in operation.
So Raw Peak is, whoops, sorry about that. The wind is really bad. Raw Peak is over there. And over there is Reno. That is Mount Rose that was just off to the right, and below us there is Washoe Lake and Washoe City. We're nearing the place where we're going to park and hike up to the very top of Mount Davidson to the flagpoles, and that elevation is 7,864 feet, and it's pretty impressive that I was able to climb this because in the past several years I've had multiple spine surgeries, and for the longest time was unable to do any hiking at all and spent most of my time in bed. So this was my first major hike that I have done since I have been in physical therapy, and I apologize for the wind noise. I mean, obviously I can't control that, but it was very windy up at this elevation, and then also being so out of shape, I'm sure my heavy breathing is detracting from the overall picture as well. Top of Mount Davidson by the flagpoles. overlooking Virginia City. Washoe Lake. Just a few more steps to go. Mark Twain wrote about Mt Davidson and the flagpoles in his book Roughing It, and he says this: "It was not without regret that I took a last look at the tiny flag. It was 35 feet long and 10 feet wide, fluttering like a lady's handkerchief from the topmost peak of Mt Davidson, 2,000 feet above Virginia's roofs, and felt that doubtless I was bidding a permanent farewell to a city which had afforded me the most vigorous enjoyment of life I had ever experienced." And all the way at this elevation, we have trash.
Yep. You know what I mean? I'm looking at it now, though, and I don't think I want to go.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. So stuff is engraved in this rock. What does it say? Something 1953. Oh, engravings in this rock. Wow, we are up high. Well, that's just painted, but that is engraved. And there's another name engraved there. And this pole has a bunch of engravings in it. This one says 1893. This pole was made by the Gold Hill Foundry. Very cool. 1898. 1878. This is pretty awesome. 1927. And the flagpole. That's really high. It's an amazing view on all sides. This way.
Oh wow, you can see the cross. That snowy cross over there.
What are we looking at? Oh yeah. It can't be seen in the video, but we're looking at a far mountain peak that has snow still on it, and the snow is in the shape of a cross. We're not at the top of Mount Davidson. We're over the side so we could overlook the building where I work down in Virginia City. So we hiked all the way down that, and now we've got to go all the way back up to the flagpoles. It's going to be interesting. So that is the part of the mountain I was standing on when I took a picture down here of where I work in Virginia City at the museum. And this is the historic 4th Ward where I work. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And as always, please leave a comment and let us know what we're doing right or things we could improve on, or if you have any questions regarding any content in this video. And if you haven't already yet, please subscribe to our channel and help us grow. And we look forward to sharing our next video with you. Thanks for watching.